They're going to have so much fun putting it together.
Honda's Lancehorn herd should be close to this area. Might be a good idea to read her contract again. Here they are. Time to hunt some Lancehorns. Might be faster to hunt these guys on a mount. Could set that machine on fire. One down! chance! A few more! Eating away at it. Now to follow up. Crew should be able to pick things up from here. I'll just take some salvage back to camp like Honda asked. I better deal with her first.
I'm just saying.
You ever try punching a crab in the nose? I'm telling you.
Damn scavengers! They're an occupational hazard, but still, it's a good thing you showed up.
Happy to help. I brought you the Lancehorn salvage you asked for.
Ah, this ought to make my armor shine like a spark in the night. Thank you, Aloy. Maybe you'll visit our main camp near Barren Light sometime. Bear witness to a moment in history, as my armor transcends all others.
Sure, if I can. Take care, Honda. Can't let the cold distract me.
I was hoping you could speak.
Aloy, I tried, but it's impossible. I don't think anything will convince her to go.
We don't have a choice.
Good luck.
Beta, you have to come with us. It's the only way. It's one mission. The most important one. We need you. Tell me why you won't go. What if they... What if they take me back? Alone, in a cell again. There's slave. Forever. Laurel and I will be at Gemini too. I'll protect you. As soon as we get Hephaestus, we'll come straight back here. The Zeniths aren't going to find us. You don't have to be afraid. No! You can't protect me. Nothing can protect me from them. I told you from the beginning we'll never beat them. It's hopeless. Beta. Leave me alone! You don't understand! You're right. I don't understand. We have the same genes, the same mind, the same heart. So why can't you find the strength to do what has to be done? Like Elizabeth would. Don't you think I've thought about that? I don't know what piece of Elizabeth I'm missing. I don't know what you have that I don't. I look through all the data from your focus. You were raised as an outcast, shunned and isolated just like me, so what's the difference? What's my defect? Beta, you don't have a defect. Beta, look, it's not a piece of Elizabeth. The difference is, I had him. Frost. He raised you, trained you, but he was never warm or loving. The day he died, the day he gave you that charm, he was going to abandon you. He wanted me to embrace the tribe. But then he gave his life for mine. He loved me in his own way. And that was enough. What did it feel like? It was like having the strength that was always there. It's still there. Even now I hear him in my head when things get bad. When it looks impossible, look deeper. And then fight like you can win. You don't have to go on the mission. We'll find another way. I'll go. You said you'd try to protect me. I believe you. But you have to promise me one thing. Yes, of course. If it goes bad, if the Zeniths find us, I don't want to be their slave again. Do you understand? Okay. Promise? I promise. I could use as much time as you can give me to study up on the merge, to make it as efficient as possible. I'll be ready when you are. I swear.
Aloy, whenever you are ready, come speak to me and I'll ask the others to make final preparations for the mission.
Well, that's gonna haunt my nightmare.
Aloy!
Right to work, I see.
There's just so much. I mean, we knew of artificial beings that served the ancestors. Oh, she's, and you, a true reincarnation, genetically speaking. Of course, not like the, and there's more ancestors. Of course, they're trying, and Eric Visser is with them, which is disturbing. And then there's Hephaestus, and...
Okay. How about we take it one step?
You're right. Oh, and,
You mentioned there was something...
Yes. So I found references to an old world. It's called Leviathan. My people a sprawling network of river gates, and the legacy revealed that the old ones, but we've never gotten it to work. But the data from the greenhouse mentions the research facility. It's in San Francisco.
Another Pharaoh facility?
No. Leviathan was a project, so the legacy tells. If we can acquire that data, every year my sister gets terrified with Leviathan. Maybe she won't.
Okay. So, where in San Francisco?
That's the thing. But one of our diviners has been Would you come with me? You're much better at fighting me.
Of course.
Thank you.
I should go.
Of course. Before you do, it sounded like there was an...
Not anymore.
To understand one another.
And, like I said, I'll let you know when I'm...
I appreciate it.
Welcome back.
Okay. Data module's in.
Aloy.
Hey, Gaia. So, me and Beta, I guess you heard what happened.
Yes. I am continuously impressed by the complexity of human relationships. Despite the unpleasant circumstances that led to your quarrel, I am pleased to see you have both found an agreeable resolution.
Well, 2 heads are better than 1, right?
Yes, I believe so. Are you ready to depart for Cauldron Gemini? Or we can continue our conversation, if you like.
Okay, people. It's time to head out.
I'll get everyone together.
Connections in place. Booting up.
Beta, Aloy. I am fully installed on this core and ready to connect to the Cauldron network.
It's good to hear your voice. Erend, everyone. Fire your pulses and sound off.
I'm at my cauldron. This thingy, it's blinking. Did I do it right? In position at my cauldron. My pulse generator is blinking also.
That means they're working. I'm in position, and mine is too.
Mine as well.
Okay. Radio silence until I give the all clear. Signing off. Gaia, let's cage the beast.
Connecting to the Cauldron network now.
Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime, activating Omega clearance. Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime, activating Omega clearance.
Clearance confirmed. Initiating containment sequence.
Critical threat detected. Escape containment. Applying
Lock it down!
Terminating external connections.
It's working! It's got nowhere to go!
Capture imminent. Initiating contingency 13F.
Wait, what's that?
Malware detected. Attempting to compensate.
It's cracked.
Look!
Engaging autonomous defenses. Directive neutralize.
That means machines are on their way. Get ready!
Here they come!
Vor'll stay here. Protect Beta.
They've got it!
Be careful!
Can you hit that again?
You two okay?
Still breathing.
Aloy, Hephaestus can't escape, but it must have fled deeper into the facility. I'll drive it back here. I'll get the cracked core fixed in the meantime. Keep her safe, Varl.
On my life.
Chase after Hephaestus. Force it out of wherever it's hiding. Make it retreat to the core. I'll keep some extra on hand. You don't, Hephaestus! I'll find another way over. Going down.
Aloy, I'm patched into your focus feed. You should know there's a huge power draw coming from the next chamber.
Thanks for the heads up. I'm almost there. Some kind of production chamber. Festus is up to something, all right?
What kind of machine is it trying to build?
I don't know, but I'm gonna shut it down. I bet those metal carriers will lead me to where it's getting materials from.
I bet that's where Festus is hiding too.
Looks like there are a couple of ways I could go. Well, that doesn't sound good. Should be able to catch a ride on one of those metal carriers.
Aloy, I've managed to rewire most of the components in the core, but the energy processor's cracked. Without a way to fabricate another, there's no way I can fix it.
Okay, let me think. What if you bypass the processor? Connect it to...
Power node. I think that could work.
I think it could.
There should be a node you can override, near the central platform.
Works. I should deal with these machines first.
Extraction protocol Alpha. Secondary defenses. Intruder foregoing is at hand.
Oh, great. More machines on the way. Beta! Hephaestus has locked me out of the node. Any ideas?
see what I can do.
There, she's vulnerable. Got them all.
I tapped into the core's network hub. I managed to disrupt Hephaestus' control of the node. You should be able to override it now.
Nice. Thanks.
Increase incendiary load by 5%. Retreat to materials. Bay Caster 1-1.
It sounds like it fled to another chamber.
Well, I better not get comfortable. Now this'll do some damage.
Energy containment fail. Safe overridden.
Great. Hephaestus covered the floor with lightning. I gotta find the culprit.
Aloy! More machines keep coming! Please tell me you're getting close!
I'm working on it. I've been smashing through a lot of machines on my side, too.
I guess Aaron's missing out!
Aloy, I'm making progress on the bypass, but I need something to hold the cycling module together.
Maybe a ligament from one of the machine carcasses?
Right? Or some luminous braiding.
And you could reinforce it with a conversion cylinder.
For increased connectivity! I think we can do this, Aloy!
Shield. Got it. Not happy to see me?
Intruder detected. Activating countermeasure process. Exporting X6.
So sweet. Oh, here we go again.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. I'll try to get your access back. access restored. Now you can operate it.
Good work.
You did the heavy lifting.
Okay. This is running out of places to hide.
Aloy? I just registered a huge energy surge back in the production chamber. Something big is happening.
Here too. Everything's glowing.
Machine Hephaestus was building. It must have finished it.
It's powerful, whatever it is. I'm almost done with the core repairs. Should we come to you? Maybe I could distract the machine if...
No, Beta. Just stay where you are, okay? Handling the machine's my job.
Okay. Be safe. Lieutenant! There should be one more note to override.
Good. Stand by. I'm sending Hephaestus back to you. No more hiding, Hephaestus!
Got it! Hephaestus is back in the core!
Make sure it stays there. I'm heading back.
And then we can start the merge.
Because of you, Beta. I'm glad you came along. And you, Varl. We couldn't have done any of this without you.
Right back at you, Aloy.
Aloy, the bypass is done. The core is stable. Hephaestus is 100% contained. And we better get started with the merge. It's all set up. Gaia, establish the link, please.
Done.
To complete the merge, we need to excise Hephaestus' malicious code. Carefully.
Redundant copy. You cost us quite a lot of time. Eric, get Beta. And squash that bug while you're at it.
Get behind me.
Come on! Quit screwing around!
Now we're having fun, right?
Aloy!
Finally. Tilda, get Gaia and Hephaestus ready for transport. Tilda!
I failed.
Hush. All is not lost.
Tilda! What the hell are you doing? Stop her! I can't even see her!
Beta.
Varl.
Where am I?
Ah, you're awake. You took quite a hit when Gerard attacked you. I imagine you must still be in a great deal of pain. I can assure you that we are safe. The others can't detect us here.
You mean the other Zeniths? You must be Tilda.
I wasn't sure if Beta would have told you about me.
Where is she?
Alive. And while she isn't where she wants to be, not in urgent danger. We must discuss how to get her back, of course, after you've shaken off the cobwebs. When you're ready, take the stairs down the hall and come see me. In the meantime, I'll make breakfast.
Breakfast. Okay. What is this?
Just a few favorites from my collection. Rescued and stored here just before I went off-world. Take a look, if you like. I'm curious to hear your impressions.
My friend is dead. Beta and Gaia are gone, and you want me to look at old paintings?
Don't be so quick to dismiss the comfort we can find in art, or the insight we might gain.
portrait of the painter Rembrandt's son Titus, depicted in the habit of a monk.
I don't get it. Why would someone like you, with infinite resources, care about this painting of a boy in a hood?
It's not the image itself, but the feeling it conveys. The face is bright and defined, but his eyes are downcast, heavy with misfortune. And the background seems to swallow all light. The painting is infused with a sense of loss.
I guess I understand how the painter feels.
Rembrandt's The Night Watch, by far the most famous painting my homeland ever produced. It was commissioned to honor a militia made up of influential citizens.
I guess you must have been an influential citizen?
In my day. But not as influential as you've been in this new world. Selene and Endymion. She's the goddess of the moon, whereas he's a simple shepherd. Beside her is the god of love, Cupid.
So she's sneaking up on him?
More like visiting him in secret. The torch that Cupid bears represents Selene's undying infatuation with him. Though the two must remain apart, her love will forever burn. My favorite pairing on the left is Woman Reading a Letter by Vermeer, a true master. And on the right is a forgery, Woman Reading Music, which fooled experts into believing it was a priceless original. Early in my career, I became fascinated with such deceptions. Eventually, I developed scanning software that could detect fakes with unparalleled accuracy.
Is that how you made enough money to buy your way onto the Odyssey?
Oh no. I made my real fortune later. The Gust by Willem van de Velde, the most famous of his many maritime paintings.
A ship crossing into the unknown. I guess you're familiar with that.
Indeed, which is why I appreciate this composition in particular. Though waves and wind threaten to destroy the ship, it perseveres, clinging to the light even as darkness closes in all around it.
Pulling out her own hair. Out of madness? Out of grief? It's hard to watch her suffer.
Stunning, isn't it? Paintings weren't the only masterpieces of my people's golden age. This is Van Vianen's Lidded Ewer, molded from a single sheet of silver.
What was it for?
How like Elizabeth you are. Function over form. Its practical purpose was less important than its meaning. Van Vianen created it in honor of his late brother, who himself was a famous silversmith.
A memorial?
Yes. Such beauty from sorrow.
A lot of weight on his shoulders. I know the feeling.
Done so soon?
I've got more important things to worry about.
We both do. There is much we are trying to save. Not the least of which is in that vault. There's nothing wrong with savoring such treasures for a moment more. Or come upstairs and we'll get down to business. Your choice. This is Rembrandt painting Jeremiah, a man in mourning.
Mourning what?
His home. The ancient city of Jerusalem. He foresaw its impending doom, but could do nothing to prevent it. So instead, he saved its treasures from destruction, just as I saved these works. You could say we're kindred spirits.
There you are. Feeling better?
How did you find us? At the Cauldron? And what did you do to everyone right before I passed out?
All business, I see. Well, suffice it to say we were keeping a very close eye on Hephaestus, knowing we would need it at some point. Your ruse didn't fool us, and as for my little trick, it was an overload of the senses, accompanied by an energy discharge. Gerard and Eric were only momentarily disoriented due to their shields, but it rendered you unconscious while I got you out. Perhaps some breakfast might steady you a bit?
This was your house. The one you recreated for Beta, in the data channel you shared.
How perceptive of you. Please, this way.
After everything your people have done, you think I'm just gonna sit down and have a chat with you?
They're not my people. They never were, and especially not now.
You shot off into space with them, and lived with them for 1,000 years before coming back. So what made you suddenly turn on them?
Quite simply, this.
My old focus. You repaired it? But that means you've seen...
incredible things. What you've accomplished in 2 decades of life. A 1,000 years at my back and I haven't even come close. I'm sorry if I invaded your privacy, but I had to. In order to understand. To be enlightened. You truly are Elizabeth's blood. With her drive, her sense of mission, her integrity. Watching all this shamed me for the company that I've kept. Having seen it, all I want is to help you.
Even if it means stopping your friends?
Especially so. Please, sit down. There. That's better. Now, we must recover Beta and Gaia at all costs. By now, you must know that Gerard intends to use Gaia to reboot the Earth's biosphere. Remaking this world to specifications that would only suit us immortals. This process will kill every living thing on the planet. He calls it a clean install.
Not if I stop him first.
Not if we do. And once he and the others are gone, we can work together to fulfill Elizabeth's dream. I'm sure Beta told you that there's a build of the Apollo database on board our ship. A complete collection of human knowledge. With that and Gaia, we could do everything Elizabeth wanted. Heal the biosphere, educate the people of this world, uplift them. Create the world she imagined.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. From what I've seen, your friends are invincible.
I do wish you would stop calling them my friends. And they're not invincible. In fact, a friend of yours has found a way to defeat them.
Sylens.
Oh, he's been a busy bee, building an army powerful enough to crash through Gerard's precious base.
Yeah. Regala and her rebels.
Even now she's preparing a final march on the Tenakth capital. When she wins, she'll have the entire tribe under her control. Hundreds of warriors and machines to throw at the base. She's been duped. They'll all perish, of course. But it should be enough to break Gerard's defenses and allow Sylens to kill him. Along with all the others.
Using the new weapon he's developed.
Yes, he's found a way to circumvent our shields. Truly an exceptional man. He's planned for everything. Except you and me. You see, while his army is battering down Gerard's doors, you and I will sneak in through a back way. One that only I know about. While Sylens and my friends are busy battling each other, we'll take back Beta and Gaia. I told you I want to help you. I mean it.
My old focus.
When we encountered you at the Hades Proving, I knew better. You were up. After your dramatic escape, Gerard and Eric assumed you were dead and gave up the hunt. When the others were busy, I returned to the lab. That's when I found this little treasure. Not easy to repair, but certainly worth old. You were like a splash of color on a worn canvas. What Liz was, and more.
Did you show it to the others?
Of course not. It was your actions. Them. It's worth noting that if I hadn't found it, and I wouldn't have known to save you at the cauldron.
So I should be grateful?
If you like.
So you know all about me?
What would you like to know?
Well?
When I was 8, terrorists flooded my home city. Thousands drowned, my parents included. I was one of my guardian. Among my peers, I was the strange girl, the orphan to be avoided. All because of circumstances beyond my control.
Oh. So we're...
Aren't we? You were an outcast. But you didn't neither did I. I climbed my way out of desolation and used my wits, first from the technical analysis of art and the detection of forgeries. Profitable expertise in those days. But as it turned out, the software I developed was even more useful for count. From there, it was only a short step to gathering extremely...
You were a spy?
More like a service one could turn to. I had to remain anonymous, of course, too. But despite that anonymity, Far Zenith inevitably saw.
What happened when Far Zenith approached?
They painted an irresistible vision, one where we explored the furthest reaches of... It was only later that I realized they only intended to bequeath this future to the rich. By the time I finally figured it out, the walls were closing in, Pharaoh's machines were devouring the earth. So I accepted Far Zenith's invitation to a... I wanted Liz to come, but she had nobler plans, as you well know.
So you didn't know the other Zeniths were
I knew some of them were. It wasn't until we were off-planet that I understood that I was grateful to simply be alive, but The others became obsessed with a kind of effortless immortality. They built a colony where machines, service, or fantasy could be endlessly savored in virtual. It wasn't life. It was stultifying. As the decades passed, I withdrew more and more, alone yet again, but this time with eons to consider my mistakes. Now finally, having met you.
To do what?
Help you. To fulfill Liz's dream, which isn't so different from a better future for him.
You said Beta is not in urgent danger, so...
Putting her to work. A difficult, time-consuming task, as I'm sure they will compel her if need be. But she's the only one who can.
Because you people made her to be nothing but a tool.
Gerard's idea. They always viewed me with suspicion when I attempted any form of kindness. That's why I created the data channel.
So this channel you shared with Beta...
Gerard believes he's the most cunning of all. Even after 1,000 years, he still can't imagine that The channel allowed me to interact with Beta away from... It offered us a chance to be ourselves.
Until you cut off all contact.
Yes. Though it pained me. I was worried.
She felt like you tossed her aside.
I was afraid the others would find out and punish her. She may not have had the comforts of friendship anymore, but at least I ensured she was safe. I know it seems harsh, but you must believe that her well...
Why did you make the data channel look like this place?
I built this house as a shelter, a safe place. Cultural artifacts of Inkel, truly some of the greatest achievements of humanity.
And you wanted Beta to see them?
Yes. I thought if she could experience it would bring something else into her. A heritage every bit as valuable as the science data being drummed into... I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but I'll never regret. She needed its shelter even more.
Beta told me your colony was... You came back to Earth because you had no...
It's true. After we reached our destination, a planet in the Sirius, we spent decades building it. The physical constraints of Earth, the boundary to think of what we could... It might have been a utopia. Instead, we stagnated, absorbed in effortless comforts. It took a cataclysm to find out of our stupor.
What happened?
A massive geological event. We knew of instabilities in the planet core, but we underestimated them. By the time the collapse was upon us, it was too late to stop it. Only a few of us made it to the ship in time. We set course for Earth, the only safe harbor left to us.
Which you decided to make unsafe for anyone else.
Not me. Gerard. He believes it's better to wipe the canvas clean than work around the smudges. No more primitive tribes, no more only a blank slate to please us. But we will stop him.
What exactly is your plan to sneak into the Zenith Base?
We will make use of a lesson I learned from an early age. In this case, a place where Gerard's new construction meets the ancient, a passage that only I... When Silence flings his army at the base, we will enter through this back door, bypassing most of fighting. The distraction will provide us with a window in which to rescue Beta.
Once we're inside the base.
Here, in the command center. By then, Gaia will have been reunited, including Hephaestus.
What about the alpha build of Apollo on your...
A simple matter of recovery, once the others have been dealt with. With that in hand, we'll have everything we need to make...
How do you know about
He isn't the only one adept at spyware.
You hacked his focus?
No, he's too careful for that. But his subordinates... He gave additional focuses to the tribals he branded.
The ones working with Regalla.
By tapping their focuses, I learned the distribution of override technology and the secret pact with Regalla to attack.
But how did he come up with a weapon that can take down...
That's the one thing I haven't been able to figure out, but however he did it, I'm quite certain it will work. With it and the Tenakth army. Victory's such a shame he'll...
Regala's only interested in killing Hekarro and waging war on the... What does she have to gain by attacking Zenith?
Price she must pay for her war. Without the ability to override machines, her little rebellion would have languished in the desert.
So she trades with the Sons of Prometheus.
In exchange for an assault on the... Pride has deluded her into thinking she can actually survive. And all without ever knowing who the Sons of Prometheus really are. Yet for all of Silence's brilliance, still he under that blind spot is what will allow us to take...
While hundreds of Tenakth are cut down outside. So you knew...
Liz was everything she was. Your ingenuity, your determination. You've managed to distill her greatest qualities and make them your own.
I'm not asking about me. Tell me about Elizabeth.
The honest answer is, for all the time that I spent with her, she always kept a part of her. It was like that.
So when you met Elizabeth...
Not aloof. It was a summit in Paris about machine learning, a touchy subject, because regulatory authorities were just starting to clamp down on AI. Liz gave the keynote address. She had already achieved great renown for her work in automated environmental reclamation. But in her address, she was just starting to imagine the next, an AI-driven system that wouldn't just act on its programming, but actually take responsibility.
To care about life.
Revolutionary stuff. I was fascinated. I watched her after her talk. She had spoken with such moral authority, such empathy. I could tell she felt uncomfortable with all. It was as if giving the talk had cost. I didn't want to be a pest, so I...
So how did you finally...
I picked the right moment. Right as she came back to the conference, she had her coffee. She was fresh, rested. It was like she had braced herself for the onslaught of colleagues. I asked if I could walk with her, then put forth a question about her talk that I thought was intelligent. Her answer made me realize it wasn't, but she was very welcoming. Almost as if we were previous. It was only halfway through the conversation that I realized exactly who I was. It was quite a... My business was trafficking in secrets, and I took great anonymity. So that was Liz. Perpetually, I came to view our meeting as a metaphor for ship. She always seemed to know me far better than I knew her.
I guess I know the feeling. First Varl. Now Hekarro and the Tenakth. Your plan would wipe out an entire tribe. There has to be another way.
We are in an admittedly desperate situation, but I assure you there isn't. Remember Zero Dawn. Elizabeth's sacrifice. Sometimes many have to die for a new world to grow.
If it looks impossible, look deeper. Wait. The data channel. It still exists, doesn't it? I need you to open it. Let me talk to Beta.
Impossible. We might be detected.
It's worth the risk. There is another way, one where the Tenakth survive.
But we won't. If the others...
If you want to help, open it. What are they doing to her?
Virtual reality dissociation. The manual merge of Hephaestus will take hours upon hours of tedious micromanagement. If she resists the work, they run simulations to induce feelings of isolation and despair.
Beta, can you hear me?
You're alive. They're watching me. I can't hold up this extra projection for long. You should have killed me.
No. No, look at me. I'm coming for you. I promise. Okay? I just need you to hold out a little while longer and work on the merge.
Then I think it can be done.
I'll contact again when it's time. Can you hold on?
As long as I know you're coming for me, I can endure anything.
All right. I did as you asked. Now I think you need to tell me what you're planning.
I'm going to take Sylens' army away. I don't need it. Only the weapon he made to penetrate your shields.
And how do you propose to get it? Ask him nicely?
Without Regalla and her rebels, he won't have a choice. We'll be his only option.
Only option for what? What did you tell her?
That is between me and my sister. Will be Sylens' only option for crashing that base. I'll tell you the rest later. But first, there are a couple of things I have to do.
Oh. And what are those?
Lay my friend to rest. And then I'm going to use the override that Beta gave me at Gemini to put an end to Regalla's rebellion. From the air.
Wait. Since you insist on doing things your way, I know of something that will truly help you make a grand entrance with the Tenakth. The ancient Horus Titans still possess electromagnetic energy cells as part of their arsenal. Drop one of those on Regalla's army and they'll receive quite a surprise. So go, do what you must. I'll come to your base if you manage to bring Sylens to the table.
Not if. When. Erend, are you there?
Aloy! Aloy, is that really you?
Yeah, it's me. Where's everyone else?
We're all... We're back at base. What happened?
It might be easier to explain in person. I'll try to join you there when I can.
Okay. We'll wait here for you. It's good to hear your voice, Aloy.
Here we go.